Welcome back. Let's focus on a moment that's had plenty of people talking online. Lionel Messi substituted on his home debut for PSG against Lyon, and he didn't seem overly impressed with Mauricio Pochettino's decision. For more, French football expert Jonathon Johnson joins me. Good afternoon to you, Jonathon. Ended up working out for PSG with a 2-1 win. Messi brought off with 15 minutes to go with the game level. What sort of match did he have prior to that?
Hey there, great to be back on. Yeah, it was a mixed evening for Lionel Messi. Obviously, a lot of excitement making his full home PSG debut. Hit the woodwork as well from a free kick, but it was quite an unflattering performance from PSG. Okay, they got the win, but I wouldn't say that there was any further evidence yet to suggest that Neymar, Mbappe and Messi, have developed the right level of chemistry to really get them firing properly, especially with regards to the Champions League, because obviously we know they've got Manchester City coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So it was a bit of a frustrating night, and there was a hint of perhaps a bit of an injury for Messi as well, because he was sort of fiddling with his upper knee a few minutes before actually being brought off. So it's my understanding that there was a slight injury concern, despite the fact that Messi wanted to stay on, which was reflected in the images that we saw. Yeah,
in those images, he looked unimpressed, didn't he? He wasn't overly demonstrative. No body language expert required, though, to see he was dissatisfied. How's that been interpreted? Is that a positive or a negative, a sign of fractions between him and Pochettino? What's been the consensus, if there is one?
Obviously, I think everybody's well aware that Pochettino took a big gamble in bringing Messi off at that point in the game and making the changes that he did. Ultimately, one of them paid off with Icardi coming on for Di Maria and scoring the winner very late on. But obviously, plenty is being read into at the moment with that terse exchange between the two men. Pochettino came out after the match and said, basically, look, it's my job to make these difficult decisions. That's why I'm on the touchline. I spoke with Leo after the match, and he said everything was fine. So it seems like that's sort of taken some of the sting out of it a little bit. But PSG have 2 more games coming up before they're back in Champions League action. They've got Metz in midweek, and then they've got Montpellier this coming weekend. And obviously all eyes will now be on Pochettino and Messi to see if Messi can finally get off the mark with PSG and what their relationship will be like.
Is Mauro Icardi causing a problem for PSG in that he looks the best player so far for the team in terms of output?
I don't think he's necessarily problematic for PSG. I think the frustrating thing for Pochettino is that he's had a very limited amount of time to get the likes of Neymar, Messi and Mbappe on the pitch, and is now trying to forge a chemistry at a time when he's still lacking 1 or 2 key players as well. We've seen him be without Marco Verratti for the last couple of weeks, obviously a Euro winner with Italy this summer. He had Idrissa Gueye suspended in the Champions League, Gueye who's becoming an increasingly important figure in Pochettino's PSG plans. Angel Di Maria was suspended for that match as well, came back in Ligue 1, but he'll still be absent for the 2 Champions League games to come. And Icardi, like you said, in terms of output, has been quite productive so far this season. Had a good start to the campaign, but then picked up a collarbone injury just when it looked like he would get back into contention with the Argentina national team. So, plenty for Pochettino to contend with, and he's now got an opportunity with these 2 matches coming up this week to really try to work on that chemistry in attack, and perhaps find a way to make the midfield more creative, especially if Marco Verratti won't be back in time to face Manchester City, because that seems to be the key to unlocking the attacking potential with Messi, Mbappe and Neymar.
Yeah, nice problems for Pochettino to have, I suppose. Now, we love a Messi-Ronaldo comparison, of course. Both fantastic players, but Ronaldo scored 4 in 3 starts since returning. People will look at Messi and say he's yet to score in 2 starts and a substitute appearance. No standing ovation when he came off yesterday. Warm applause, we've termed it. Is there a feeling that it's a slow start in Paris for Messi, or is it understandable? What's the feeling?
Obviously, there is starting to be a feeling that it is a bit of a slow start, but also at the same time, Ronaldo and Messi, the scenarios that they found themselves in since moving club have been completely different. Messi, when he was on international duty, he was away for the duration of that period across the other side of the world in South America as well, whereas Ronaldo had a couple of days of extra training with Manchester United so he could get up to speed there. And I think that's the hope at PSG is that that's what will now happen with Messi this coming week. He's had a bit more time back with his teammates, and now he can finally concentrate along with his teammates on everything that's going on the club scene. But obviously, until he actually finds the back of the net, there will be this feeling that he's making a slow start. But then again, had he not hit the woodwork against both Club Brugge and Lyon over the weekend, people will be saying completely different things at this moment in time.
Yeah, absolutely. And with all that debate as well, it's still 6 league wins from 6 for PSG, well clear in Ligue 1. Are they as formidable as they look right now on paper? Could this be Pochettino's big breakthrough season in terms of silverware?
Well, certainly he and PSG have made a good start in terms of results. There's still lingering questions over style and the way that Pochettino has got PSG set up. We'll see if he can change that coming into a tough double-header in the Champions League against City and then RB Leipzig. But at the moment, so far so good in terms of the domestic results. The only blemish so far this season was that draw away at Club Brugge. But PSG did have their chances to win the game there as well. So I think that there'll be more of a judgment of how Pochettino and PSG are doing this season, certainly after that Manchester City game in the Champions League in a week or so's time.
Yeah, in terms of the domestic title race, champions Lille are really struggling, aren't they? Already 13 points behind. They've had a lot of change at their club. Will there be any resistance for anyone else? If so, from which club?
Well, the feeling at this moment in time is the likes of Marseille and Nice will probably put in the most stiff resistance to PSG in terms of the title race. They have started the campaign the best and the most consistent. Lyon have been improving under Peter Bosz, but the likes of Monaco and the likes of Lille have really fallen behind compared to last season's form. So the feeling at this moment in time is certainly that Marseille and Nice are the 2 teams to watch in terms of potentially reeling PSG in over the coming weeks and months.
OK, Jonathon, great to get your time and your insight. Thank you.